Hey folks, welcome to the channel. Today we are in YNAB. I have some money ready to be assigned, so let's just get right to it. I do see I haven't overspent, so I am going to check that out first. Okay, yeah, I set $300 and some from my last paycheck, but it pulled before I had a chance to assign it in this paycheck, which really means if I was running short at the end of the month, that could be a problem. So I'll just have to keep that in mind for next month. So I'm just going to go ahead and assign that because I was going to have to do this anyway. Okay. All right, so that leaves me 2,485. So let's just start off with homeowner. See if there's anything I need to assign. Nothing there. Utilities, I do need to assign for a couple of bills that have not posted yet. So I will go ahead and do that. Hold on a second. I thought I could just click on it and assign it. Give me a second because I think I have the actual amount written down somewhere. So let me grab that. I thought I did, but I don't. So let me just put $85 in there. And Cox, Cox is no longer part of the picture, so I am going to actually hide that because I have a new internet service provider. Let me see if I can find the details of that. I just don't remember how much it is, to be honest. $92.64. So do I change this from Cox to just internet? I think that would be better because if I ever change internet service providers, I don't want to have to keep changing the name. So let's go ahead and say OK. And I'm actually going to edit the target to be 92.64. 92.64, and it looks like it's due on the 21st. So I'll go ahead and set that, and I'm pretty sure I have that set for automatic draft. If I'll go in and check at some point just to make sure. Pardon me. And let's go ahead and save that target. I do need to change this to the 21st. Okay, so let's go ahead and assign 92.64, and that's covered. Pet care, I will definitely need some litter by the end of the month, so let's add, can't remember how it is, I think it's like somewhere between $18 to $20, so let me put just 20, and that way whatever it is, it'll cover it. I don't need any food or treats by the end of the month, but I'm just going to leave this here because the Chewy order is fairly expensive, so I'll just leave that there and it will cover it for at least part of next month. I am saving up for their NextGuard, so I do need to go ahead and put 5510 in here. And let's see, variable. Okay, so I need some money for Thanksgiving, and I think I'm going to need roughly another $100 for this, and I put that holiday, I use my holiday funds for Thanksgiving because I consider it something that's atypical of my normal food expenses, so I just want to have that put somewhere else so I know how much I'm spending on these special events. I only have $5 in this, and I have myself, I think, $250. So let me go ahead and put that in there. And so that's the remainder now is 1,882. So, and I think that this is going to be fine. I think that's going to cover everything with a little bit left over. And whatever's left over, I'm going to go ahead and assign to my credit card to bring down this amount. Oh, hold on. Yep, I'm supposed to be working, so my Teams is already starting to blow up. Let's see. Yes, I have a $3,700 credit card bill, so I'm going to put whatever's left from this into that credit card. So health and dental, I do want to go ahead and apply a little bit to this because I will have a prescription in December, and that amount is going to be roughly $500. So let's go ahead and put $250 in this. Personal, I'm going to hold off for now. I do need to start building this up a little bit, but I want to make sure that I've got enough to put at least a couple $100 into my credit card. So I'm going to leave this open for now. As I don't know what this is going to be, I'll post this when the time comes. Household, I have 71 for goods and supplies. I think that's good for now. I'm just going to leave that 71 there. I don't think I need to add any extra right now. That should cover any incidentals until I get paid next. Transportation, that's done. I do want to add, I actually have $30 in there. Okay. I'll just leave that there because I feel like I'm going to need gas fairly soon. My personal property tax, let me hold off on that just a minute. And let's take a peek into entertainment. YouTube Premium. Yeah, let me go ahead and get that in there. Start to get that built up. I don't think I need to add anything else to that, whatever's going to be the remainder, so I'm going to close this up. Sorry about that. That was probably a little loud. Let's go. Oops, I just opened entertainment hobbies. I am starting a fund to purchase a video game. I've been playing Satisfactory. I wanted to reach endgame before I purchased the new Anno movie, the Pax Romano. And I'm sort of towards the end game in Satisfactory, but I'm still a ways off. So I've set this goal to have the money by the end of January. So it is $60, and it's telling me I need $20 because the ad is like 3 months away. I'm going to hold off on that for just a minute, and then I will check the other things out. So I forgot about a birthday. I picked up a gift for Drew, who is my son's partner's son, and his birthday's in a few days, so I picked something up and just forgot to put it on my calendar, and it just crept up on me. So I've got that in there, but I don't really need to purchase anything else for him. I think that's good what I got. Let's go into short-term savings. So these are my sinking funds, and I typically put about $500 in there. So let me take a look at what I've kind of penciled in on this other sheet here. I'm actually just looking at my budget by Paycheck workbook, and let me see what's up there. Although, let me get to the end. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have plenty of funds left over, but I think I just want to finish up the rest of it and make sure I've got everything else covered. Yes, this is covered. This is covered. All of these are on track. Maybe I'll do ChatGPT at the start of next year. Long-term savings and investments. So I'm wondering if I need to go ahead and make it I might put another half in here because it seems like this is hitting almost always before my next paycheck arrives. So it's not necessarily trying to get a month ahead, but it's trying to split up these larger expenses in between both of my paychecks. And if it's hitting now, which it hit it on the same day that my other paycheck comes in. It's really coming in on the 14th. It's posting. So I think I'm going to go ahead and bite the bullet, and it would be 625 divided by 2. So worst case scenario is I back it out after I get to the end here, but we are sort of at the end here. I wish I could close that. Hold on just a moment. Okay, I think I have that covered so it's not in the way now. Okay, credit card payments. So this is where I'm going to be adding a little bit more money here. Now, they are going to automatically draft $35.12, but I want to put at least another $200, and I think that's going to be perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. So let's go up to homeowner, and let's go ahead and put half of this. And that will help out at the start of next month. This takes care of this part for part of next month. These are good. Now, so I need $500 for my sinking funds. And that's $700. I think I'm going to hold off on my gaming a little bit. Just going to hold off on that. I will go ahead and put this in. I'm going to hold off on this. All right, now let's go to my notes here. Of the $500 that I've earmarked for my sinking funds, and as a reminder, for a while, since I re-incurred the debt, because I had debt, I paid it all off, and in the same month I had a huge expense. You know, it's just life. For 2 or 3 months, I was everything was going into the debt, and it brought it down quite a bit. But I realized I was getting myself into trouble because other little things kept creeping up, and I was like, I don't have really the money for this. So I just made a decision that I also need to focus not just on the debt and paying that off, that's very important, but also on bolstering my savings account so that I don't end up in the same position again. I mean, if something drastic happened again, I mean, literally I've had my HVAC replaced, my water filter replaced, my electrical panel downstairs blew. I had to replace that. So I don't know what else could go wrong, but Murphy's Law. It's going to happen, and I'm going to be like, oh, where am I going to get $10,000? So I'm just trying to beef this up. I mean, it's only $800 right now, and I did just pay tires, and I purchased the tires all from my sinking funds, which was great. So yeah, I made that decision, and I even though it's a little bit concerning when I see this every month and it only goes down a couple $100, it's it's contrary to everything I've ever done and everything I believe in personal finance, but I think this is the better play for now. So let's go ahead and check it out. So we know Christmas is coming up, so I'm going to go ahead and add, of that 500, I'm going to put $130 more. Transportation will get another 25. And you know what? Having that 600 and some dollars and that sinking funds was great. Pet care, and this pet care is for, like, if my cat got real sick and I needed to go to the vet, something that's unexpected. It's not part of my normal expenses for pet care. Season tickets. So I had 195, and I think that's that's almost exactly right, right? And that gets me up to speed to have that money when I need it. Travel, I'm so far behind on travel. I'm going to put in $100 here, because we usually secure a rental place sometime in January, but I mean, based on what I see here, that's not going to happen this year. We may have to just take what we can get a couple months after that. And finally, homeowner, I'm trying to boost this a little bit, so that's up at $100. So you can see it's like what my goal was. I am so far away from it. Same thing with gifting. I'm so far away, but you know, I'm doing the best I can, and that's all we can do. So now that still leaves $173 to assign. So what I'm going to do then is actually go ahead and put that in here. So first thing I need to do, this was supposed to be 3512. So plus 3512 minus 2388 plus $173. There we go. Oh, what? Clearly I don't know how to math. So this will be minus 1124. There we go. So I just did something wrong in my math. Whatever. Yeah, it's fine. I thought I had it right in my head. I don't know what I did wrong. Okay, so let me just make sure that I got that right. So it was 196.88 minus 3512. 16. What did I do wrong? I have no idea. I guess, well, whatever. It's just what's ever left over is what I planned on doing. So that's what's left over. Clearly, I cannot math. All right, so I think that pretty much covers it. You know what I did was when I think I did two things wrong. So first of all, I need to back out this 312.50 and put it in December. There we go. There we go. That's perfect. And then the other thing I did wrong is the same thing up here in homeowner minus 60106 and then go over to December. There we go. And that just assigns it in the month it's supposed to be paid. So I think we are golden there. I don't know why I forgot to put it in the next month. The other thing was, oh, I think I also had the variable for the variable expense for health minus 250. And let's go to December and put that in December. Variable health. Perfect. Now I've got it straight. Okay. So that pretty much does it. Everything looks like it's green. And I have 0 money to assign. Well, there are some things that are not green, but that's fine. Let's see. Yeah, I feel like this is good. So next video, let's see. I believe it's going to, today's Friday, November the 14th. I think the next video is tomorrow, Saturday, the 15th. And yes, it is. It's going to be a Budget Mom Paycheck check-in. So yeah, I will talk to you then.